Jiang Yuan is just an unemployed and poor loser, and even charging his phone can cause leakage and corona. My phone unexpectedly downloaded a group buying app that looks very similar, and the group buying package is particularly tempting. Lamborghini Revuelto costs 6.6 yuan per vehicle, direct charge Douyin 10 million Douyin group purchase package for 1 yuan. A set of Jiangjing large flat floor, 200 square meters, costs 20 yuan. Curious spent 1 yuan to buy a group buying package. 1 yuan couldn't buy it at a loss, but he couldn't fall for it. However, his account instantly recharged 10 million yuan, without any dizziness or dreams. It turned out that group buying could also help the school flower top the list. The newly unemployed poor loser will face various challenges in life and embark on a special journey of luxury through group buying. I gave them a home through group buying, and I have trillions of assets through group buying, so it should be possible. Chapter 1. Direct charge 10 million. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. A Lamborghini Revuelto costs 6.6 yuan per car. Direct charging of 10 million Douyin group purchase package for 1 yuan. A set of 200 square meters of Shenzhen Jiangjing flat floor is priced at 20 yuan. Shenzhen, a shared apartment of less than 20 square meters. Jiang Yuan rubbed his slightly painful nose and muttered as he looked at the phone in his hand. I don't know if his nose hurts too much, but he felt his eyes were a bit blurred, so he leaned closer to the screen and looked at it again. That's right. Today is the first day that Jiang Yuan fired his boss. Because he doesn't have to work anymore, he has been watching Douyin live broadcasts all night and spent the night scrolling. I saw countless cute little sisters dancing hot in the live broadcast room, and those white and black threads made him excited and sleepless all night. It was rare to have a great time. Especially for those talented anchors with fair skin, beautiful long legs, and a large scale, Jiang Yuan couldn't help but swallow saliva time and time again. Just now, he was staring intently at a dazzling female anchor dancing the water snake dance, her small waist twisted so soft. His eyes were fixed on the dancing figure on the screen, and a smile couldn't help but appear on the corner of his mouth. Suddenly, I felt a surge of electric current passing by and my hand trembled, causing my phone to fall off. Pop it. A large screen phone worth 3,000 yuan hit him hard in the face, and he only felt a golden star in his eyes. He was confused and his eyes turned black. He didn't know whether he had gone to sleep or fainted. When I woke up again, I didn't know what time it was. In the dark room, only the phone screen was still faintly glowing, and the phone was right next to his face. The anchor has already dropped the broadcast, with only one screen of black and recommendations. Jiang Yuan was getting up when he realized that his whole face was a bit swollen and painful. Unplugging the charging cable and picking up the phone, I couldn't help but think back to last night when I was struggling with water. This waist is so amazing. If I were her number one, I would have her twist up in front of me. While sighing, he withdrew from the teaser and prepared to order takeout. No matter how good-looking the anchor is, it's someone else's fault. He's a loser, so why don't he just order something outside to fill his stomach? As for giving gifts to female anchors, that's a big deal. I just lost my job and got stuck for only a few thousand yuan. I have to pay rent in a few days. I don't know when I will find my next job, so I need to save some money. The good-looking female anchors are all top tier, and have nothing to do with themselves as poor losers. He has been indulging in prostitution for a whole night and is satisfied. While rubbing my slightly painful nose, I opened a commonly used takeout app with a yellow icon. As soon as it opens, a pop-up window pops up in the software. Today's hot sale. After clicking on it, there are those three things. Lamborghini, Douyin package, Jiangjing Grand Flat. Jiang Yuan is a bit confused. Today is not April Fool's Day either. Why are you doing these things? Garbage software. Returning Lamborghini, from the small commodity market, buy a plastic toy for 6.6 yuan. I poo. You give me something real. I call you Grandpa. Do you still have a chance to get a bikini in this lifetime? Hey, that's our loser's dream. I logged out of the software and upon closer inspection, I realized that it was not the same takeout app at all. It was just the same yellow one with a large dot written on it. No wonder it was clicked incorrectly. No, when did you download this counterfeit software? Did you not wake up from sleep? Shaking his head, he ordered a 14 yuan yellow braised chicken takeout, and carried a basin and toothbrush to the public restroom to wash up. While waiting for takeout, with a strong curiosity, Jiang Yuan clicked on this software and carefully looked at it. The identification of the software is just a group character. After clicking on it, I looked around and found that it looks similar to each group, but mainly divided into two types. Takeout and group buying. On the group buying page, there are currently no other products, only the recommended 3. The delivery channel is still locked. Please see the specific situation inside. Now the software is so fake, even the imitation is exactly the same. If a set of Jiangjing flat floors in Shenzhen costs only 20 yuan, let me call you Daddy. The riverside houses along the Huangpu River in Shenzhen are priced at least 100,000 yuan per square meter at the cheapest price, with prices as high as 20,000 to 300,000 yuan per square meter, starting at least 20 million yuan. This group purchase only costs 20 yuan, it's really outrageous. Mom opened the door for outrage, it's outrageous. Is this software a game for cultivating virtual worlds? How amazing! Jiang Yuan felt it was not very interesting and prepared to uninstall this software. Long pressed, before clicking on the Dex, a pop-up window popped up first. This software aims to help the selected person create a better life and save everything in the world. Bind your identity and immediately take you to enjoy a better life. Don't you really give it a try? Seeing this sentence, Jiang Yuan's damn curiosity reignited. Why don't you try spending 1 yuan? 1 yuan is a drop in the bucket, anyone can afford it. 1 yuan is not much, I couldn't go to the moon and also went to Singapore. Anyway, 1 yuan won't hurt anything, at most it's just a small scam. Having made up his mind, Jiang Yuan immediately retreated back. I clicked again on the Douyin package in today's hot sale on the group buying page and clicked to purchase. Then a message that needs to be bound popped up. The phone number has been automatically bound, and he needs to do personal facial recognition to be considered successfully bound. Ding, system binding successful. User. Jiang Yuan age. 26 years old gender. Male points. 0 level. L0 with groups, life is better. Start your group buying now. It's not that Jiang Yuan really thought he could buy a Lamborghini for 66 yuan, he just wanted to try out the 1 yuan package to see if it was real. If he really recharged his Douyin account with Douyin coins, wouldn't he be able to reward last night's water snake waste anchor? If it can't be recharged, he can continue to engage in free prostitution. After paying 1 yuan with WeChat, Jiang Yuan kept looking at his phone to see how it would react. Buzz, the phone suddenly rang, and Jiang Yuan immediately answered the call and asked. Has it been charged? Is it fully charged? Your takeout has arrived, come and pick it up quickly. I can't go to your unit building. Oh, wait for me, I'll be right down. Okay, hurry up. It turned out that the takeout had arrived. Jiang Yuan was a little disappointed and quickly put on his clothes and went downstairs. The world is vast, eating is the greatest. There was no signal in the elevator, so when Jiang Yuan returned to the room with the yellow braised chicken, he placed it on the desk to prepare for dinner. When I took out my phone to continue checking, I found an additional mark on the software. The information is here. Excitedly click open and take a look. Your Douyin account XXXX789 has successfully recharged 10 million Douyin coins. Thank you for using this group purchase. With a group, life will be better. Lying trough. It's really fake. Jiang Yuan immediately opened the Douyin app and headed straight for my wallet. Instantly numb. Total assets. 0 dubi. 100000002 awesome, too awesome. 1 yuan, really only 1 yuan spent. Jiang Yuan is now excited as if watching the water snake waist anchor wriggling in front of him. Sure enough, life is even better. Chapter 2. Ancestral Manifestation. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Is this the legendary system enhancement? This is definitely a great thing. With the support of the system, everything is not too late. Jiang Yuan picked up his phone and shouted. System, call system. Hey, everyone. Hi, Xiao Tong. Call, Tong Yi, Tong Shin Yi, Tong De Yi, please appear, and Tong Yi, please answer. After shouting for a while, no sound came to my ears or a system panel came to mind. Jiang Yuan gave up. It seems that the system is a real software. However, having already seen the benefits of the first package, no one can resist the temptation of this software. The remaining 6.6 yuan to buy a Lamborghini and 20 yuan to buy a Jiangjing flat, isn't that all true? If you were, would you not buy it? Jiang Yuan now realized the authenticity and immediately returned to the software, placing orders for the remaining 2 items that were hot selling today and quickly paying for them. With these 3 things alone, he can at least dominate the city for a period of time. Every day I drive a sports car to pick up beautiful girls and bring back the big flat layer high pie, isn't it so fast? How could you even attract a few good-looking anchors with a funny coin worth 10 million? In this era of materialism, isn't it possible to have money as you please? While eating, I couldn't help but fantasize that even the yellow braised chicken in my mouth was exceptionally sweet. I had never thought that the yellow braised chicken was so delicious before. I took a few bites of my rice steak and the phone rang. She is a very pleasant female voice. Hello, is this Mr. Jiang Yuan? I am, which one of you? Mr. Jiang, this is the Lamborghini 4S store in Shenzhen. The Lamborghini Revuelto you ordered from our store has arrived. When do you have time to come and sign for it? Upon hearing this, Jiang Yuan's breathing became rapid and he immediately replied. Okay, I'll come tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Jiang. Our 4S store is waiting for your visit and wishes you a happy life. Mom, is the Ancestral tomb smoking at home? Car, sports car. Lamborghini, Daniel, it's really here. Before Jiang Yuan could finish his excitement, the phone rang again. Hello, may I ask if this is Mr. Jiang Yuan Jiang? Well, I am. Mr. Jiang, the property certificate for the house you purchased from us has been issued. If you have time, come and sign for it. The other party didn't say which real estate it was. This person is really unqualified, negative review. Jiang Yuan's mind twitched and asked. I've been buying a lot lately. Which set are you talking about? Mr. Jiang, this is Binjiang Garden. Could you please bring your ID card when you come over? We need to verify it. Okay, I'll probably come over tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Jiang, you can come over anytime. Hanging up the phone, Jiang Yuan fiercely pinched his thigh. It hurts so much. The impact of just teasing coins was not strong enough. Now luxury cars and mansions are the real excitement. It's really not a dream. In just one morning, when the car and house were available, there was a shortage of tickets. Heaven, earth, the ancestors of the Jiang family have appeared. Get me the system I've been dreaming of. Jiang Yuan bowed devoutly towards his hometown. I also said 100 thanks to this system in my heart. When he graduated from college, because he majored in humanities and had a narrow job market, Jiang Yuan went through countless hardships to find a job. He worked in a small company as an operations worker, earning a salary of 7,000 yuan. Nowadays, there are countless undergraduate graduates. In a big city like Xinjiang, Jiang Yuan is already satisfied with finding a decent job that can provide enough for his livelihood. After working for a year, the boss said that the company was short of money and needed financing. He asked all employees to become shareholders, and the financing money was deducted from their salaries. Based on the deducted money, they would calculate the shares for everyone by the end of the year. The already meager salary required a deduction of 3,000 yuan per month, which made Jiang Yuan's life even more difficult as he drifted outside. And only after joining the company did I realize that salary is divided into basic salary and performance-based salary. Performance-based salary is just a pit daddy, depending on the boss's mood. After paying the monthly rent, including living expenses and student loans, there is very little left. I paid for 2 months, but Jiang Yuan disagreed. Yesterday, he went to the boss to argue that he would not raise funds or invest. Directly being kicked out by the boss, let him go. Jiang Yuan threw his work card directly onto the boss's face and shouted at him. I won't do it anymore, you wait for me, I'll go to labor arbitration for you. When Jiang Yuan first entered society, he didn't know anything else. Online, he always said that if the boss didn't pay wages, he could have labor arbitration, so he would only threaten the boss like this. After working for a year, he managed to save a few thousand yuan in his bank account. He also plans to take a 2-day break before looking for a job and lie down for a while. I didn't expect to wake up this night after his mood slowly calmed down. Jiang Yuan looked at his phone and calmed down. I started thinking about whether this system would be temporary or permanent. He now has a car and a house, but he still needs tickets, and those funny coins cannot be used as money. Lamborghini needs money for gas, but it seems that he also needs to pay for water, electricity, and property management fees to move into the house. He probably doesn't have enough money in his pocket to make a fuss. Can't we have it for a few days and only sell it as second-hand? Because I can't afford to refuel or pay property fees. Becoming the most short-lived owner of a luxury car or mansion would be too tragic. It would be great if it could be exchanged for cash for 10 million yuan worth of funny coins. Looking at the account in Douyin, I couldn't help but feel a bit regretful. Suddenly, he came up with a solution. Go find a friend and open an account on your own, and then make an effort to brush gifts for her. If she receives a share of the gift, then you can share it with her and you won't be able to cash it out. Jiang Yuan went to the platform to check, and his nose was crooked in anger. Tainima is a pit father. Originally, the gifts received by these anchors had to be distributed by the platform at least 50%. So his 10 million teasing coins were divided into only 500,000 yuan, and he also had to give benefits to the anchor. In the end, he only looked like more than 200,000 to 300,000 yuan. Too cruel. This platform is really a vampire. Jiang Yuan opened the software and continued browsing. There were several internal messages inside, and he clicked on them one by one. One is the successful purchase of Lamborghini, one is the successful purchase of Jiangjing house, and the other is congratulations on being bound to the system. Hey, that's not right. I bound this information to the system, but when I slid down, there was actually a new user gift package. Do you want to receive a new user gift package? Jiang Yuan clicked to claim it, and the page flashed, bringing up 2 items. 1 user cashback card and 1 user experience card. User cashback card. The validity period is 24 hours, and all purchases and payments made by the user can be cashed back into the bank account in real time on a 1.2.1 basis, limited to self-owned funds. The validity period is from 12.35 on the 15th to 12.35 on the 16th. User experience card. Valid for 24 hours, users can experience more functions after use, such as takeout function, product search function, and so on. The bunker is here. The bunker is here. A cashback card, just by listening to its name, you can tell how powerful it is. It can be cashed out one by one. If I buy something for 100 yuan, then I can get a cashback of 100 yuan. If I buy 1000 yuan, I can get a cashback of 1000 yuan. Isn't that equivalent to not spending money on things? Unfortunately, the whole body only costs a few thousand yuan. I don't know which dubi is considered a purchase payment behavior or not. Go find a popular anchor first and give it a try. Chapter 3. Dancing Anchor. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Do whatever you say. Jiang Yuan opened Douyin and searched for his favorite anchor. I browsed for a while, but I didn't even see the water snake waist anchor last night. I was so engrossed in watching last night that I forgot to follow. It's a pity. At this moment, a small anchor came across and Jiang Yuan's hand stopped the anchor, dressed in a white sports jacket and shorts, is dancing and his name is Lin Lin, very sweet. In the video, her fair long legs are passionately dancing a seemingly popular dance, which is all about wells and other dances. As she watched her waist twitch, the pure and lustful style immediately filled the screen. Jiang Yuan immediately gave a backhand attention and a like. This dance is quite short. After Jiang Yuan finished paying attention, she stopped and covered her chest, looking down at the screen. It should be looking at her phone. Thank you for your attention to the chaotic entry into Jiangnan. Welcome new brothers. Jiang Yuan hasn't left yet, and when he heard the voice of the anchor, he couldn't bear to leave anymore. His voice was sweet, as gentle and clear as first love, and his favor had already risen. At this moment, he noticed that the online audience of this anchor was only around 20 people. Jiang Yuan took a look at her homepage and found that her fans were only over 10,000. Most of the videos on the homepage were videos of her dancing or some fashion shows. The age of 22 on the information should be true, and it does look very young and has a collagen-like appearance. Jiang Yuan returned to the live broadcast room, feeling that he had already developed a liking for the host. He opened the gift bar and found the most expensive carnival, worth 30,000 ducats, and clicked to confirm payment. The anchor who was speaking to the screen was shocked by the gift effects and shouted loudly. Ah! Thank you, Brother Jiangnan, for the carnival. Hand heart gesture. I made a heart-shaped gesture with my hands on my chest. Crouching slot, anchor, your action is really against the law, it's against the seduction law. You seduced a young man from a good family, okay. It's too top-notch, I feel like the scale is not small. The anchor's action made the single dog Jiang Yuan feel a bit dry-mouthed and couldn't help but lick his lips. At this point, a text message popped up on the screen. At 12:40 on the 15th, your card number 1234 received a transfer income of 3,000 yuan, with a balance of 7,444.66 yuan. ICBC, surprisingly, even brushing gifts can bring back cash. Isn't this the rhythm of getting rich? Brother Tong, I love you for a lifetime. We're going to have money, we're going to have money. Jiang Yuan now looks at the anchor as if he has seen a million yuan. Isn't this a rhythm of having both fish and bear's paws, where you can win the hearts of the anchor and receive genuine cash rebates at the same time? Ah, it's another carnival. Thank you, Brother Jiangnan, for loving you. The first time I received 2 carnival anchors, I stood up and felt dizzy. The special effects of the gifts from the carnival were even more dazzling. What kind of dance does Brother Jiangnan like? How about I dance as a flower protector for him? The sweet voice of the anchor rang out, arousing the howls of dozens of her fans. The flower protector is a hot song, and this dance is naturally fast-paced. Isn't that a feast for the eyes? The little anchor knows that there should be a big shot in her live broadcast room, so she must do something to keep the big shot. You can't dance too spicy, otherwise this live broadcast room will be closed. She just finished talking about the flower protector, and 4 more carnival gifts came to the live broadcast room. Sleeping slot, you're really a big shot. It's been 6 years since the start of the carnival, it seems like the anchor is about to turn things around. Ah! Anchor, quickly jump up and leave the top scorer. Flower protection envoy, I like it. Hee, Lin, we are all your flower protection envoys. Jiang Yuan brushed a few gifts and saw that the young anchor was already dancing. He typed a sentence and sent it out. You can dance whatever you want, it looks pretty good, my account has already cashed out 18,000, it's great, you don't have to go to work anymore. At this moment, Jiang Yuan was inspired by the return of cash, and his heart became ecstatic, becoming even more generous towards the anchor. When you're good at dancing, just brush off a carnival. After the little anchor finished this dance, he added 3 more carnivals. The gasping anchor took a sip of water and quickly came to thank him. Thank you, Brother Jiangnan. I love you. Brother Jiangnan can order songs or dances, and I can do most of them. Blinking his big eyes, he said cute to the screen. Forget it, dancing should be quite tiring. If you want to thank me, just give me a fork. Jiang Yuan posted this sentence, and the live broadcast room immediately started to cheer up. I'm Chow, the big shot is indeed a big shot. This hobby is the same as mine, and I also want to watch the anchor split. I'm ready to take a screenshot, brothers. In this situation and scene, I just want to compose a poem, split. Lin's face turned a little red when he saw what the big shot was saying. There were many intricacies involved in this split, and he didn't know which one he wanted to see. However, with so many people in the live broadcast room, if he accidentally ran out, wouldn't it be bad? It seems that there was too much commotion in the live broadcast room, and Jiang Yuan posted another sentence. You should split against the wall, okay, Lin, the anchor, nodded and moved for a moment. After slightly retreating, he turned around and faced the wall behind him, performing a vertical split. This is called a straight line, which made those LSPs scream, but they didn't even see the exciting part when they were ready to watch, and they were all a bit disappointed. How could Jiang Yuan satisfy their hearts? This is already the small anchor he has set up. Lin, the anchor, finished splitting and returned to the chair to chat with the fans. For Lin, today is simply the day when she's having a burst of fun and entertainment. She's been on the top 10 of the list, and now her live streaming room has flooded with thousands of viewers. Because someone brushes a gift, there will be a heat bonus, and her live broadcast room will naturally be recommended by the algorithm to the front. With more people, the scene seems to be out of control. Everyone is wailing to continue watching the anchor dance, to feast their eyes. Lin picked up his phone and chatted aimlessly while sending a private message to Brother Bangi, thanking him and also giving him his authority, hoping to add it. Are you talking to Brother Bangi about the anchor's expression? Hey, there's a possibility. Look at her shy appearance. Oh my goodness, another anchor has fallen. Anchor, wake up quickly. The top one on the list is all bad guys. Anchor, get up and dance quickly, or we'll have to leave. A cabbage is gone again, it's heartbreaking. Jiang Yuan only then noticed the barrage on the screen, so he immediately went to check his private message. He just checked his bank account and now he has over 30,000 cash. Normally, there are only system announcements in private messages for 6 months, but surprisingly, several strangers have sent private messages. He read Lin's private message and then copied her threatening signal to add. Oh my goodness, apart from his classmates, colleagues, and relatives, there are basically no other members of the opposite sex in his circle of friends. This product is usually just a stuffy gourd, mainly coquettish. This is the first time he has added the prestige of another girl. The credibility was immediately verified and the other party immediately sent a message. Hello, Brother Jiangnan, I'm Lin. Chapter 4. Brother saves me. You are listening at novelfull.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 5. Being the King of PK. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Jiang Yuan immediately boarded the Douyin account and clicked into Lin Lin's live broadcast room. On the screen, there is a PK, and Lin Lin is very weak. Her grades are much worse, with a score of 6,452 to 72351. She doesn't even have a fraction of the other side, so no wonder she's crying so hard. The other side has a big brother to watch the carnival, right? Welcome my Jiangnan brother, my Jiangnan brother is here. Jiang Yuan's account has reached over 40 levels in Lin Lin's live broadcast room. When she entered, there was a special sign, which she immediately saw and boosted her morale. Without saying a word, Jiang Yuan clicked on the gift shop and flipped through the carnival. He first brushed and sent out 10 consecutive gifts. Entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X1, entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X2, entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X3, entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X4. Entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X10, 10 carnivals were swept out, one was 30,000 points, and the score instantly surpassed, becoming 307,632.73651. Brother Jiangnan is domineering and loves you. Thank you for your support. Lin Lin's expression, which was about to cry just now, is now laughing uncontrollably. This makes the other side anxious. As long as they persist in the last 2 minutes, they will win. Suddenly, a Cheng Yaojin kills. Brothers, come on. Do you still want to watch the host stand upside down? Let's work hard together. Their bet turned out to be upside down, and this punishment is indeed a bit attractive. Maybe they will have a lucky eye. Under the temptation of the opposite anchor, some of them burst into a frenzy, and the lurking billboard one also sparked a carnival. This kind of PK makes Jiang Yuan feel that it's better to just slap him to death. He opened the gift shop again and went through the carnival one by one. Thank you, brother Jiangnan. You are domineering and I love you. The praise from Lin Lin's beautiful woman could almost intoxicate Jiang Yuan's heart. It seems that no girl has ever admired him so much and praised his efforts so much. Jiang Yuan seems to have also fallen in love with this little anchor who has always said he loves you more than he thinks, and has decided to continue brushing gifts. Before, not to mention the young anchor, when he saw a woman, he felt like he was too loser and didn't deserve it, let alone start a conversation. Today, he finally had a wild idea. Lin Lin was dressed up in youthful yet sexy attire, and the way he danced made people feel like they were back in college. In the gym, they caught a glimpse of a beautiful girl practicing in the dance studio, her heart pounding with excitement. If we had another double ponytail, it would probably be even better. Jiang Yuan spent 30 consecutive carnivals while enjoying YY and brushing gifts. The other party's desperate struggle was unable to salvage the failed situation. When the last second of the PK arrived, Lin Lin's score was already 121,5231 points, while the opponent only had 172,341 points. Alright, we won. Let's watch the anchor stand upside down together. Let's give our Jiangnan brothers a round of applause. Lin Lin shouted loudly in the live broadcast room. In a few minutes, Jiang Yuan only managed to brush out 120,000 yuan, which is still a bit far from his doubling plan. His goal for tonight is 10 million yuan. He immediately sent a WeChat message to Lin Lin, do you still want to PK? Brother Jiangnan, are you busy again? No, just asking. If you want to continue PK, tonight I will let you experience the joy of PK, make you the king of PK, and reach the peak of your life. Brother, are you serious? Lin Lin's face turned red. The sentence he just said, what is the joy of experiencing something? What is it? After spending hundreds of thousands, if you want to become the king of PK, how should you repay it? Some industry stories have already emerged in her mind, of course, the stories of the top-ranked guy and the female anchor. Of course, tonight if you want, I'll make you king. Okay, I'll listen to brother Jiangnan. There is only one chance. Since my elder brother wants to do it, I will accompany him and receive some punishment. Well, we'll go connect with a bigger anchor later, and we'll make it bigger. After Jiang Yuan finished explaining, he went to recharge his account first. There were still over 7 million Do coins in his account, and he had recharged over 200,000 yuan. The Do coins in his account had returned to just over 10 million. At this point, the punishment for the female anchor across from her had also been completed, and the excitement of everyone in the Lin Lin live broadcast room had not yet dissipated. Do whatever you say. Under his persuasion, Lin Lin has already selected a broadcaster for PK. In order to make money quickly, Jiang Yuan decided to brush at least 10 million Do coins for each one in the future, and to brush 10 in an hour. This way, he should be able to brush 100 million Do coins in an hour. If you work continuously for one night, wouldn't it be possible to earn 1 billion yuan, which is equivalent to 100 million yuan, and you can recoup 100 million yuan in one night? This is a safe game for millionaires. The first anchor fan is about 1.5 million talent anchors, named Foam Little Tuan Tuan, 10 times less than her fans. Oh, little sister, how do you compare? What do the losers say? The other party saw Lin Lin's fan base and did not bully her, asking her to make the demands. Xiaoguan Tuan is very confident, and her top brother in the live broadcast room is also there. This kind of PK is just a small scene. Besides, today she was wearing a war robe, chopping a man's white silk with one leg and a big wave, which couldn't make those fierce men bleed and cry in minutes. Let's play for 5 minutes. How about 10 losers bowing down? Dance anchor Lin Lin has chosen a punishment that suits him, and it's not easy for the dancers to bend down. Lower your waist. The other party was a bit shocked, and the punishment was not difficult. But wouldn't her dressing up today be supervised by the super management? Okay, that's okay, but you have to plead with brother Chao Guan not to ban me. Okay, I'll work hard. After speaking, I clicked to start the PK. Lin Lin, is he used to being the top-ranked brother now? He's a bit drifting. Yeah, she dares to compete with such a big streamer, it's really inflated. No one cared about the words in the live broadcast room. Lin Lin had already started dancing and cheering, while Jiang Yuan kept clicking on the gifts. Randomly entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X1, 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 randomly entering Jiangnan to send Carnival X100. Jiang Yuan brushed out 100 carnivals in one breath, and even the ones he ordered felt a bit sore. What is this operation? Too arrogant. The fans in multiple live streaming rooms of Zongheng have all been confused, and they are really getting used to being the top scorer. Sorry big brother, I spoke loudly just now, I admit my mistake. How arrogant. Is the landlord's surplus food too abundant? Isn't it good to donate this money to the Red Cross? I'm afraid the one upstairs is not a staff member. Did they donate to you? Can the host from the opposite PK play like this? Isn't this bullying someone? The small group immediately shouted to the live broadcast room. Brother, he has been bullied. Get up quickly. If you win, I will give you benefits. After speaking, he stroked his long white legs. She screamed loudly in her live broadcast room. Brothers, go ahead and support the group. We must have welfare tonight. This leg is amazing, I don't know how big the benefits are, but I suddenly became curious. LSP, hurry up, otherwise there will be no benefits. Chapter 6. The Dream of 100 Million Disappointed. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The same goes for the internet, where the commotion is even more fierce. As soon as someone takes the lead, others follow suit and charge forward, causing a large army to suddenly charge forward. The gifts on both sides look like they are free, and now they are reflected in the numbers on the screen. Jiang Yuan is also constantly working on it. This time, he can only click on one carnival, which is really exhausting. If only he could directly click on 100 carnivals at once, it would be great. I don't know how to develop some special options for the top players on the list. Lin Lin's live broadcast room has been covered by a carnival and there is no pause for a second. Jiang Yuan finally finished swiping all the funny coins in his account. He didn't bother to see if Lin Lin had won, so he quickly went to check his bank account. Seeing the numbers in the card, Jiang Yuan suddenly realized that there was a bug inside, and it was a very serious problem. His heart suddenly cooled and he had little interest in scrolling through the leaderboard. Whether he spends 10 million or 100 million yuan on teaser coins tonight, the cashback he receives will only be 1 million yuan. Because no matter how much the teaser coins he swiped were worth, they were all just 1 million cash flipping back and forth. The 1 million yuan spent on recharging and the 1 million yuan spent on recharging are the same event, and only a 1 million yuan will be cashed back. There is no cashback due to recharging once and then spending again on recharging. And he needs to constantly use this 1 million cash to recharge into Douyin, and then use Douyin to brush the charts for the anchor. The final result is that the actual cumulative consumption amount is 10 million or 100 million, but in the end it all goes into the pockets of Douyin and the anchor. He's just the tough and ungrateful bully, he's a legitimate bully. Others can earn accumulated consumption, while he keeps repeating it for only 1 million. Shiba. Jiang Yuan is very painful now. His 100 million dream has been shattered. Jiang Yuan reluctantly slammed out of bed, but the opportunity to make a fortune passed by unexpectedly. Can you not be angry? If you want to get so much cash back, you can only ask the anchor to share the profits with you, but will the other party be willing? Jiang Yuan regretted it, he still thought too simply. Hey, you should first find a good person, negotiate this share, and then vigorously brush the leaderboard. It's all because of this cashback card. I can't freely set the usage time and insist on starting with just one click. It's been 7 or 8 hours now, and there's not much time left. In the live broadcast room, Lin Lin achieved a complete victory and won the small group with a PK score of over 10 million. Now, he is loudly thanking his brother Jiangnan in the live broadcast room. The top-ranked brother defeated the other party's big brother. She is very excited now, not only because she won a big anchor, but also because she received at least 5 to 600,000 reward points tonight. 5 or 600,000, such a large sum of money, she had never encountered before. Her heart was also in turmoil as countless carnivals unfolded. She is now barely calm and chatting with her fans, not knowing where she has gone. Jiangnan brother, should we continue? She picked up her phone and sent a message of authority, asking Jiang Yuan about his plans. Jiang Yuan did not answer, and in this gap of time, Lin Lin had already started to daydream. Generally, the top scorer spends a lot of money, but they have requirements for the anchor. If it's too much, then they don't know. This is the unspoken rule in the industry. If he asks me if I want to go out, what should I do? Should I go out? If you don't go out, Big Brother will be gone. Will you encounter him again in the future? What should be my bottom line and principles? At this moment, Jiang Yuan was still in frustration. Seeing the message sent by Lin Lin, perhaps in a fit of anger, he didn't know where the courage came from and asked directly. I'll brush you another 1 million yuan. Would you be willing to come out and accompany me tonight? Seeing the information coming back, Lin Lin's heart was really in turmoil this time. It was indeed true, and no one could escape this hidden rule. But should I go by myself? She has been live streaming for several months now, and this is the first time she has encountered a difficult choice. Someone had previously swiped thousands of gifts and directly messaged her asking if she would make an appointment, but she ended up blackmailing her. But what happened today is different. This is a domineering tycoon, and perhaps he can earn 1 million tonight. With 1 million, you can lie flat for a long time, no need to work, buy your favorite bags, and eat whatever you want. Jiang Yuan's message was just a casual attempt. He is currently in a bad mood, so he wants to find some compensation in a certain area. The big deal is not to agree. Tonight, this funny coin will be treated as a drop in the bucket, and he won't be at a loss if he gets back 1 million in cash. After saying this, he has put on his shoes and is going out. It's only around 8 p.m. now, and while the mall is still open, he wants to make a big purchase at this time, buy something valuable, at least in the future, he can maintain some value and sell it. Since I can't have cash, I can always have material possessions. As he walked, he opened a shopping app, such as Jingdong and Tengu, and bought all the expensive things he remembered. 110-inch color TV, 3 new 990,000 yuan, buy. Jiangjing kitchen appliance, a set for 550,000 yuan, buy it. When he left the community, Jiang Yuan had already bought nearly 3 million things. He waved and called a taxi, still wondering where to go now. Master, which mall sells things more expensive? Henglong Square or Guojin, both of which are luxury goods, very expensive. Okay, just go to the nearest one. Master, please drive faster. If you're fined, I'll pay for it. The faster, the better. After speaking, Jiang Yuan directly scanned 500 yuan on the driver's payment QR code. Wei Xin has received 500 yuan. Upon hearing this sound, the driver felt relieved. Okay, sir, sit down and let's go to Henglong. It's quite close, at most 15 minutes, and I promise to arrive. The money has been received, which is equivalent to the driver's daily income today. After completing this order, they can rest from work, so they are enthusiastic. Sitting in the car, Jiang Yuan continued to buy things. He was just reminded that luxury goods, this thing is good. It's a great tool for picking up girls. A bag costs tens of thousands of yuan, and a watch costs tens of thousands of yuan. This is not safe, but it can be used and maintain value. Even giving it away would still bring face. Weixin finally popped up a message, it was sent by Lin Lin. Jiangnan brother, I can come out, but you need to be good to me. Jiang Yuan's heart became excited, and it seemed that there was a chance tonight. He quickly sent a sentence over. Okay, I'm currently at Hanglong Plaza. Come over quickly and I'll go buy you a gift. Having abundant wealth and abundant resources, being carefree and on call, that feeling is really satisfying. Chapter 7. Sweeping Luxury Stores. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Yana struggled in her heart for a while, but finally let go of the slight concern in her heart. Lin Lin is very sweet. It is the account name that Lin Yana is using to tease. Her full name is Lin Yana and she is currently a graduating college student. Nowadays, it is difficult for college graduates to find jobs. As a fresh graduate, she has been submitting several months of resumes and seeking several months of internships. However, she has not yet found a formal job, and the internship costs 100 yuan per day, but she still has to pay taxes. In Shenzhen, the round-trip fare is 20, and even eating a small meal costs 30. Driven by others, she worked as a humble intern, and in the end, she only had a meager few dozen yuan, which was not as comfortable as her live broadcast. She lived with her best friend and started her own live streaming business. I have been doing it for 2 or 3 months, and the situation is not bad. There may be dozens or even hundreds of gifts to give in a day. My best friend came to work in Shenzhen, earning only over 6,000 yuan a month. And she has already earned over 500,000 tonight, which is equivalent to working for 8 years. She was somewhat overwhelmed by the impact of this grand carnival. Upon seeing the sentence from Brother One on the list, she hesitated for a moment, but as someone who has been exposed to the industry, she also knows what the situation is. Those anchors are just waiting for a price to sell. Well, it's rare to encounter it, so hurry up. Lin Yana lowered her head to reality and agreed to the appointment. I just hope this Jiangnan brother will be a good person and treat her better. Going to Hanglong Plaza. Does he really want to give me a gift? What would it be? Lin Yuna suddenly had some anticipation in her heart. Hanglong Plaza is the busiest shopping mall in Shanghai and one of the places with the most luxury goods. She and her best friend have visited luxury brands such as LV, Chanel, and Gucci. They dare not even enter the door and only dare to sneak a glance nearby. She still remembers what she joked with her best friend back then. Nana, when I get a promotion and salary increase in the future, the two of us will go in. We'll buy 2 bags, one for you and one for me. Okay, then when I win, I'll take you to each store to buy one and let you have it all. Wow, rich woman, then I'll wait for you to get rich. Ha ha ha, the two of them looked at those luxury stores, full of fantasies and very happy. When Jiang Yuan arrived at Hanglong Square, he placed another pile of luxury goods orders in the car. Nowadays, many big brands have their own official websites that support online shopping, so he has placed orders for Hermès, SLV and other big brands, such as luggage, jewelry, and clothes. They have bought almost 1 million yuan each. In the past half hour, he has already made almost 8 million online purchases, and by then his Jiangjing floor will probably be packed full. As soon as we arrived at the entrance of the shopping mall, there was a large LV logo on the left and a long English word on the right, called Burberry. I don't know what brand it is. LV is well known and relatively familiar, so Jiang Yuan walked over there first, but unexpectedly stopped people at the store entrance. These luxury stores usually use queuing tactics to control foot traffic, allowing only a few people to enter at a time. After all, Shenzhen is a city with a developed domestic economy, and there are indeed many people who come to see luxury goods. Jiang Yuan looked at the 4 or 5 people in front of him, so he asked the girl in front of him. Excuse me, how long does it take to queue up here? I don't know, I've been queuing for more than 10 minutes, right? More than 10 minutes, so long. Time is money to Jiang Yuan now, not a minute can be wasted. Jiang Yuan thanked the girl and immediately left. There are many luxury stores here, so we can't have everyone queuing up. Looking back, there weren't many people around that Burberry. Sir, welcome to Burberry. I am Cindy and I am glad to serve you. Just as I approached, the beautiful salesperson at the door greeted me with a smile. Jiang Yuan has over 1 million on his card now, and he has a lot of confidence. It's rare to joke about it. You'll know how happy you are today later. Ah. Sir, what do you need? I can recommend to you. We have some great styles for men's bags and clothing. The salesperson was a bit surprised, but politely invited Jiang Yuan inside and prepared to recommend him. Jiang Yuan entered the store and pointed directly at the counter, saying, "Those bags, new and classic, we need each one. Do you want it all?" Cindy, the salesperson, didn't react and asked a question. "Well, that's right, I'll take it all." "Then, take a look at what else I can recommend for men's styles. Bring me everything that suits my temperament, and everything from clothing to accessories is fine. Hurry up, the faster the better." Jiang Yuan finished speaking and added another sentence. "Give you 10 minutes, I'll buy as much as you bring, fast." Cindy was a bit excited by what he said and immediately ran away. The other salespeople in the store all came over to see what was wrong with this person today. They were all flustered. Cindy doesn't know if it's true, but if she really buys everything, her performance will be unbeatable. He picked up several women's bags with one hand and placed them in front of Jiang Yuan, then hurriedly went to the men's bag area. In less than 5 minutes, a dozen or so bags were piled up in front of Jiang Yuan. She quickly went to pick clothes and accessories again, which reflected her professional quality. If she picked casually, it would make customers angry, and it should be combined with the customer's image and temperament. A young man, if you choose an old and middle-aged uncle, it's just getting scolded. 5 minutes later, Cindy walked back to Jiang Yuan with about a dozen clothes in her arms. Not bad, 10 minutes, I picked quite a few. Cindy was gasping for breath from exhaustion beside her. In order to achieve this performance, she also fought hard. Seeing that there were a lot of things, the security personnel at the door also walked towards them, just in case. Sir, would you like to give it a try? No need, let's pay for it. Did you really buy them all? A pair of Cazalin's big eyes looked at Jiang Yuan incredulously, feeling a bit disheveled in her heart. Well, hurry up, I still have to hurry. Okay, right away. She immediately took out a calculator from her small bag and calculated it carefully. A dozen or so bags only cost over 300,000 yuan in total, plus a dozen or so pieces of clothing, the total is over 720,000 yuan. It's only 720,000 yuan, it seems like you guys are a bit cheap. Listen, is it human language? Cindy wished she could roll her eyes, but she could at least get a commission of 20,000 to 30,000 for these achievements, which is very good. Okay, that's it, just swipe your card. You have to choose the size that suits me for those clothes. If they don't fit me, I'll find you later. I will definitely choose it well. By the way, can we deliver the goods? I can't carry such big and small bags. Yes, as long as you are in Shenzhen, we will deliver it to your doorstep tomorrow. Jiang Yuan was satisfied and bought the order, then gave her an address for Binjiang Garden and delivered the goods to her doorstep the day after tomorrow. So he switched to the next store, and Cindy saw him out of the store and bowed happily. Next to them are Chanel, Gucci, YSL, and so on. Jiang Yuan used the same method to sweep through 3 luxury stores, spending a total of over 3 million yuan. His authoritative phone finally rang. Brother Jiangnan, I've arrived at Henglong Square. Where are you? I am. Jiang Yuan doesn't know the name of this shop, he can't spell that word. Previously, he was just a poor loser and didn't pay attention to these luxury brands. What's the name of your store? Jiang Yuan could only ask the salesperson next to him. Sir, our name is Dior, Audi's Dior, Audi's Dior. Oh, I'm at Dior, Audi's Dior, Audi's Dior. Come over here. The salesperson covered her mouth and didn't dare to make herself laugh. How could anyone come to buy something without knowing what brand it was? Hanging up the phone, Jiang Yuan also asked the salesperson to pick up goods, including bags, clothes, and accessories. Chapter 8. Each store must choose one. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Every luxury item, every time Jiang Yuan makes others confused. The salesperson who was also in a daze here was immediately urged by Jiang Yuan, full of energy, to pick things. A few minutes later, Jiang Yuan had already piled up several bags in front of him, and he sat there continuing to browse shopping apps. At this moment, a girl arrived at the door and the salesperson greeted her warmly. Madam, welcome to Dior. Is there anything you need? I can recommend it to you. Lin Yana felt a bit flustered and nervously said. I'm here to find someone. Does the lady have any friends inside? Lin Yana tiptoed inside and saw that there were not many people in the store, only a boy sitting there playing with his phone. There were many things piled up next to him, and most of the others were women, or just a couple. That should be Brother Jiangnan, right? Brother Jiangnan, Lin Yana mustered up the courage and shouted, and suddenly everyone looked at her, causing her face to turn red. Jiang Yuan, who was scrolling through his phone, also raised his head when he heard a cry. I saw a girl standing at the door, dressed in very pure clothes, small white shoes, jeans, white short sleeves, and carrying a small bag. A delicate oval face, with a long black head, looking up in anticipation. Ah! Isn't this the same as the white moonlight in school back then? Jiang Yuan felt a bit nervous in his heart. This was his first time meeting an online friend. He waved at the girl at the door, gesturing for her to come in. So the salesperson put her inside, and Lin Yuna walked nervously towards that direction. This 10-meter road is very long, and every step seems to be exhausting, somewhat solemn. Lin. Well, it's me, brother Jiang. Lin Yunan heard him address him and confirmed that he was the other person, so he secretly scrutinized the number 1 big brother on the list. Very young, probably about her size, very clean in appearance. Although it doesn't look very luxurious, it's not ugly, or it can be said to be somewhat pleasing to the eye. Jiang Yuan was also looking at her, feeling secretly grateful that the netizens didn't get upset when they met. Except for not as white as what was seen in the live broadcast room, everything else is quite restored. You should know that in this era where beauty is prevalent, girls even have their photos edited, and those photos may not even be recognized by their own mothers. Overall, he scored at least 80 points or above, which was not only a school flower but also a college flower and department flower in his school at that time. Compared to some celebrities, he was not inferior. Sit down, take a look at these bags and choose one you like. Jiang Yuan pretended to be calm and greeted. Bag? Can you give it to me? Lin Yuna asked in surprise. This Dior bag is not as expensive as usual. Yeah, I didn't just say I wanted to give you a gift, of course I definitely want to give it to you. Hurry up and choose, we'll have to go to the next store later. Next one. Jiang Yuan's words left Lin Yuna puzzled. You hurry up and choose, we're in a hurry. When Lin Yuna heard this, the meaning was different. Hurry up and choose the gift, we have to rush to do something else. Do something else, that's just I didn't expect him to be so impatient, and Lin Yuna felt a sense of disappointment in her heart. Hey, man. Without letting her think too much, the salesperson had already arrived with a pile of clothes and accessories. Sir, have you seen enough? Jiang Yuan looked at it and said to the salesperson. Well, that's enough for the man. Can you choose a few more clothes for her? Okay sir, do you want to come with me to take a look? I won't go, just go and choose. Let her choose the bag first. Lin Yuna looked at these bags and clothes on the coffee table, her mind was already in disarray. What's all this? Don't be fooled, you quickly choose a bag. This urging finally woke her up. Lin Yuna felt uneasy. Anyway, since everything was like this, she would choose a more expensive one. At least she wouldn't be at a disadvantage. Hey, it has to be said that the bags on the coffee table are all classic or new styles, each of which is really likable. This salesperson really knows how to choose. Lin Yuna struggled back and forth several times before finally picking up a large black Lady Dior handbag, which was quite large and could still hold. Then I'll choose this one. Okay. Jiang Yuan didn't say anything, just nodded. At this point, the salesperson had already brought back a few pieces of clothes to them. Pay the bill, by the way, these few ladies' clothes and that bag should be packed separately. You can ask her to give you an address later or she can take them with you. The rest can be delivered to my address together. Upon hearing Jiang Yuan say she wanted everything, the female salesperson had already let herself go in her heart. Oh my goodness, what kind of divine hero is here tonight? I'll take everything. If I were a few years younger, I would definitely be more considerate. I really want to have such a great boyfriend, so that I can be a mistress. If not, I can also be a fifth or sixth. The salesperson kept pressing the calculator in his hand, clattering. Sir, the total is 1.356700 million yuan. Okay, just swipe your card. You need to swipe twice, with a maximum of 1 million yuan per transaction, and then swipe the remaining balance. The shopping guide girl had already come over with a POS machine and knelt down on one knee in front of Jiang Yuan, serving her. The card of the tycoon also has a single transaction limit, which she can understand. Lin Yuna on one side was also stunned. She was a bit scared. Did it turn out that wealthy people buy things like this? Others are hesitant about buying a bag for a long time, while wealthy people like Brother Bang tend to just grab a bunch of things. Once the salesperson has completed the order, they start packing it up for them. Jiang Yuan is still in a hurry, so he won't wait for them and is ready to leave. Lin Yana stood there staring at the things to be packed, with some anticipation in her eyes, and asked hesitantly. "Brother Jiangnan, can I take them?" "Okay." Lin Yana happily picked up the black bag, and the salesperson also had the vision to pack her clothes first. The salesperson helped carry 3 or 4 bags, followed behind Jiang Yuan and quickly left the door, bowing and thanking him for his visit. Without taking 2 steps, Lin Yana arrived at the next luxury goods store and could only follow inside. As soon as he entered, Jiang Yuan pointed to the bags on the counter and said to the salesperson beside him. "Choose all the new and classic styles for me, and finish them in 10 minutes. Also, give her a bag to choose from." "Okay, boss." Standing on the side, Lin Yana heard these words and quickly said to Jiang Yuan in fear. "Jiangnan brother, didn't I already have it? I don't want it anymore." "It's okay, you have to choose one from each store. Choose whatever you want, it's all mine." Although it feels good to have someone spend money on oneself, it's too violent and makes people a bit scared. Just now she looked at the price tag of the Dior bag in her hand. It's priced at 55,000 yuan. Oh my god, how arrogant is it? Although she also likes these things very much, she is not the kind of person who takes everything when she sees it. She knows that if she is too greedy, she will get into trouble. Don't worry, this is the first time I see a netizen. Prepare more gifts. I don't need this money, so hurry up and choose. We still have to go to the next store. Is there another one? Yes, we need to buy all the luxury goods in this mall before it closes. Buy it all over. It's numb. It's numb. The way tycoons talk is different. We can go shopping all the time, but when someone buys something, they keep urging us to go to the next store. Are we going to flash cards today? After browsing several more stores, I finally went through all the luxury stores on the first floor. It's true that every store has Lin Yana choose one, but she can't bear to leave it in the store, carrying a bunch of bags and following behind Jiang Yuan. Even Patek Philippe and Jiang Shidandan didn't miss out, and each family chose a watch for Lin Yana. Under Jiang Yuan's coercion, she chose the cheapest quartz watch, which cost around 150,000 yuan, but was rejected by Jiang Yuan, feeling it was too ugly. What she is wearing now is a watch from the Malta series, which seems to cost 290,000 yuan. Because Jiang Yuan said it looks beautiful to wear, she didn't let it off. As for Patek Philippe, she can only pack it in her own bag and must cherish it. Wearing a watch worth several 100,000 yuan in her hand, Lin Yana's heart was trembling, afraid of being knocked on. Enough, brother. I know you're arrogant, but it's really enough. Even if you sell me to you tonight, everything is worth it. After all, if you sell me, I'm not worth so much. A waist is not even worth a watch. Lin Yana is determined not to take it anymore. Chapter 9. Presidential Suite. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 10. Peach Blossom Spring. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Driven by Jiang Yuan, Lin Yana also started using chopsticks. Anyway, it's all here now. It's nothing to eat, it's nothing if you don't eat. After tasting it, this dish is indeed delicious and truly a high-end hotel dish. Do you want to drink some red wine? The butler said it's Lafite, it's quite expensive. Brother, I don't know how to drink. Lin Yana shook her head. I haven't tried this Lafite before, I'm not sure if it tastes good. Jiang Yuan picked up his wine glass and smelled the sour taste of wine. He took a big sip of the wine. Cough, 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 cough. He was in a hurry and choked a bit. It was not good to drink, which made him complain even more. Pushi, Lin Yuna, sitting across from her, couldn't help but laugh at Jiang Yuan's gesture. The beauty smiled, and the atmosphere improved. Next, the two of them casually started eating delicious food, chatting and eating. Curious, Lin Yuna also picked up a nearby glass and tasted it, feeling it was so bitter and not tasty at all. However, this wine was worth tens of thousands of bottles, and she couldn't bear to spit it out and swallowed it hard. In no time, it turned red and made Jiang Yuan take a few more glances. Just now the butler was there, and he was too embarrassed to stare. Now the two of them have let go, and there are some different thoughts in his eyes. When Lin Yuna lifted her head, he quickly moved it away, as if secretly doing something bad. Jiang Yuan has no experience of dating girls at all, he has only seen them in novels, movies, and TV shows. As a seasoned loser, he qualified to become the most pitiful single dog in the class during his 4 years in college. At that time, he envied campus couples so much that he held hands and went to the small forest every day, not knowing what it felt like to touch a girl's little hand. Being single for a long time, I was almost abducted by my classmates and taken to Red Romance. I thought it was just a shower and massage, but when the woman asked him to take off his pants, Jiang Yuan was so scared that he ran away. Because it was getting late and he couldn't go back to school, he had to squat downstairs and wait for his classmates to come out. Later, when his classmates came out and saw him like this, they shook their heads and said there was no way to save him. They took Jiang Yuan to the internet cafe and comforted him. At this moment, while still eating, Jiang Yuan's imagination was only in his mind. He didn't stop until Lin Yuna said she was full. He was afraid he wouldn't eat anymore, so Lin Yuna felt embarrassed to eat. Taking a break in the living room, Jiang Yuan walked around and found a refrigerator. He took out a can of cola from the refrigerator. Do you want to drink something? I'll just drink water. Jiang Yuan took out a bottle of water from the refrigerator, St. Pelu. He had never seen any of these brands before. I walked to the living room and handed it to Lin Yuna, but Lin Yuna couldn't unscrew it. Jiang Yuan could only put down his cola, took the water bottle from her hand, twisted it out, and handed it over. Thank you. Then the scene fell into a slight silence. Just now I said I'll give you another 1 million yuan as a gift. Do you think we should start the live broadcast now? No, brother. You've already given me a lot tonight. I really don't need to brush anymore. Lin Yuna was startled and quickly waved her hand to refuse. She could easily say that she would spend 1 million yuan, which was really frightening. Tonight, giving oneself so many gifts with such arrogance, and brushing 1 million gifts, isn't it going to heaven? This little brother is so wealthy, she can't even understand. Okay, I'll brush it for you tomorrow. The cashback experience card must be used as soon as possible, and it can only be swiped before noon tomorrow, otherwise there will be no cashback card in the future. It will be heartbreaking for him to swipe 1 million cash on his own. It's late, why don't you go take a shower first? No need, I have washed it. Lin Yuna blushed and refused, feeling a bit embarrassed. Okay, then I'll go wash it. I've been to so many stores tonight, but it's exhausting me. Jiang Yuan didn't care about her either, so he walked to the bathroom himself. Your grandfather, this presidential suite is really grand, with 2 bathrooms. He went to the largest one, and a sense of luxury rushed in. This bathroom must be at least 30 or 40 square meters, all paved with marble, with a super large bathtub in the middle, and there was no feeling of crowding when 2 people entered. How could such a bathtub not be used? Taking advantage of the water being drained, he picked up his phone and looked at it. There are still about 13 hours left to cash back the card, and my level is still L0 with 3 points. It seems that my bold cashback today has nothing to do with my points. I don't know when the software will be updated, and will it be as bold as today after the update. Jiang Yuan is looking forward to tomorrow's arrival. Thinking of the charming little beauty outside, he became passionate again and searched online for some information. Sitting alone on an empty bed and making a wife, I feel ashamed to be mentioned by outsiders. He only has the teachings of small movies in his mind, and has never eaten pork at all. He doesn't want to make a fool of himself tonight. The more I read the information, the more anxious I became. It is said online that men will quickly lose their armor when facing that incident on the first night. Can't it be that bad experience after eating meat for the first time? Jiang Yuan looked at his own body. Brother, you wouldn't be so bad, would you? You need to be brave. Jiang Yuan gave it an airway. Half an hour later, Jiang Yuan came out wearing a bathrobe. Lin Yana glanced at him and immediately turned to the side with a blush. Are you really not going to wash? Let me tell you, the bathtub is too big, it's so comfortable to soak in. I won't go. Okay, let's rest then. Upon hearing these words, Lin Yana almost bit her silver teeth and became even more nervous. Jiang Yuan has already walked towards the king bed in the master bedroom. Chow, this bed is too big, at least 2 meters or more, it looks great. He stopped and looked at the master bedroom. Lin Yana followed behind him, but he suddenly stopped and collided directly, hitting Jiang Yuan's back with a soft impact. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. She quickly apologized, her face blushing even more. Are you very nervous? Jiang Yuan asked. Lin Yana didn't answer, but lowered her head. Actually, I'm also quite nervous. It's my first time meeting a netizen. Jiang Yuan mocked himself. Brother, can you turn off the lights? Lin Yana pleaded softly. Well, can you see it clearly? It's possible. Okay, then turn it off. Jiang Yuan had 100 unwillingness in his heart, but he also didn't want to make things difficult for her. He walked to the bedside, turned off all the lights and then got into bed. In the darkness, I suddenly fell into a peaceful state, so quiet that I could only hear the breathing of 2 people. Lin Yana took a few deep breaths, gave herself courage, and then walked to the other side of the bed in the dark. In the darkness, a rustling sound was heard, and then the blanket was lifted up. Jiang Yuan could imagine that she must have gone into bed. He reached out and touched Lin Yana's side. The bed was too big for him to touch, so he could only move towards it. Finally touching Lin Yana's body, she trembled slightly. Why are you still wearing clothes? I. Jiang Yuan hugged her and pulled her towards him in the darkness, then his lips groped towards her. Feeling the softness of the girl's lips, he kissed them, and Jiang Yuan, who had no kissing skills, didn't know what to bite on his lips. Gradually, Jiang Yuan fell, and he was already dissatisfied. He reached out to other places. Who can withstand the test in such a scene? I can't help but think of the ancient article, Peach Blossom Spring, by Tao Yuanming. Along the edge of the stream, suddenly encountering a peach blossom forest, without any miscellaneous trees, the fragrant grass is delicious. Saying too much about being banned, I want to see it for myself.